A peal of bells welcomed Prince William to the most personal part of this first official visit to Israel and the occupied Palestinian territories by a British royal. At the Church of St Mary Magdalene on the slopes of the Mount of Olives, he paid tribute to his great-grandmother, Princess Alice. A devout Christian who'd sheltered Jews during the Holocaust, she'd asked to be buried in Jerusalem. But present-day politics were close at hand. The royal itinerary termed this last day in East Jerusalem part of the prince's visit to the occupied Palestinian territories, attracting some criticism from right-wing Israeli politicians. Israel's culture minister called him impolite for not meeting Jerusalem's Israeli mayor. At the Al-Aqsa Mosque compound, the site known to Jews as the Temple Mount, he met Islamic clerics, and viewing up close the golden dome of the rock. Just below, at the Western Wall, he met the chief rabbi of the holiest site where Jews can pray, leaving his own prayer note between the stones. It reflected a balance he's had to strike throughout the trip, choosing Israel's 70th anniversary year, one in which the United States has moved its embassy to Jerusalem for a first official royal visit, meant the politics had to be played carefully.
I know I share a desire with all of you and with your neighbours for a just and lasting peace.
On Wednesday, Prince William was in the occupied West Bank, addressing the Palestinian president as the head of a country.
And I'm very glad that our two countries work so closely together.
Britain does not recognise the state of Palestine, but language like that ensured a warm reception. His final speech of the visit at the UK consulate in East Jerusalem was in similar vein.
My message tonight is that you have not been forgotten. It has been a very powerful experience to meet you and other Palestinians living in the West Bank, and to hear your stories.
Back in the Old City on his final day, Prince William's final stop. The man who will one day become head of the Church of England, spending time inside one of Christianity's holiest places, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, the site where Jesus Christ is said to have been entombed and resurrected. So Prince William has now completed his final official engagement of this trip. It's a trip that Kensington Palace has been careful to describe as non-political, but it was at the request of the British government. And of course, in this environment, at this time, the issue of Jerusalem is intensely political, and he's had to walk the political fault lines very delicately. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera, occupied East Jerusalem.